Hey, how's it going, guys? So, I wanted to share um kind of the distinctions of belief between regular mainstream Christianity and members of the Church of Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints, or Latter-day Saint Christians, in other words, on the end days, the last days, which I believe we are in the last days. I mean, me personally, like, I believe the second coming of Christ. I mean, no man knoweth the day or the hour, but I believe the second coming of Christ could be within the next 15 years easily, at least in my opinion. Um, just with the way things are going, with how things are looking in the world. But yeah. Anyways, that's kind of besides the point. So I just want to share just like the main differences in belief, specifically regarding the whole tribulation period. Um, the evangelical view, most evangelicals, especially premillennialists, believe there will be a literal 7-year period of severe trials, wars, disasters, and persecution before Christ returns. This idea mainly comes from interpretations of Daniel 9:27, Matthew 24, and Revelation 6 through 19. The 7 years are divided into two halves. The first 3.5 years are relative peace under a deceptive world leader, often called the Antichrist. In the last 3.5 years, the Great Tribulation, a time of unprecedented suffering and divine judgments. The Latter-day Saint view. Latter-day Saints believe in a period of tribulation before the second coming, but they don't specifically fix it to a literal 7 years. The scriptures and teachings in the church focus more on signs and spiritual preparation rather than an exact timeline. The tribulation is seen as the world's cleansing before the millennium, not a strictly timed countdown. 2 is the rapture, the evangelical view. Many evangelicals teach that believers will be raptured, caught up to meet Christ in the air, 1 Thessalonians 4:16 and 17, before, during, or after the tribulation, depending on the interpretation. Pre-tribulation rapture believers are taken before the tribulation starts, mid-tribulation taken halfway through, post-tribulation taken after Christ's visible return. Latter-day Saint view. Latter-day Saints don't teach a separate rapture event before the second coming. The righteous will indeed be caught up to meet Christ, as in 1 Thessalonians 4, but this happens as part of his second coming, not as an escape before a tribulation period. The focus is on gathering to Zion, building faith, and enduring through trials rather than being removed from them. 3. The purpose of the tribulation. Evangelical view, the tribulation is primarily a period of God's judgment on a rebellious world and a final chance for people to repent before Christ returns. Latter-day Saint view, the tribulation is more about purification and preparation of the world for the millennium, the 1,000-year reign of peace under Christ. It's also seen as a time when the Lord will make bare his arm, 2 Nephi 30, verses 10 through 17, showing his power in gathering Israel and destroying wickedness. 4 is the role of the church. The evangelical view. In pre-tribulation views, the church is removed before the judgments fall. In post-tribulation views, the church endures through the tribulation, relying on God's protection. Latter-day Saint view. The church remains on earth, growing stronger and more unified. Prophets and apostles will continue guiding the saints. The faithful will be gathered to safety, like Zion or other holy places, but not necessarily taken out of the world. 5. After the tribulation. Both agree. Christ returns in glory, the wicked are destroyed, and the righteous inherit the earth. In the millennium begins a time of peace, truth, and the presence of Christ. Latter-day Saint emphasis: the millennium includes missionary work among those in the spirit world and temple work on earth. Eventually, after the millennium and final judgment, the earth becomes a celestialized world, the dwelling place of the righteous forever.